He's in prison. And why is he in prison? Phone flipping.
Business.
Hello.
Daddy, here's the key.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
What's up, everybody? You already know it's your boy B, back with another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. Words can't even explain. If you are new and you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Jones and I specialize in helping you make an extra income. I said it, you make an extra income, guys. That is our full focus over here. It's just becoming better entrepreneurs every single day. I know how it feels to be an entrepreneur all by yourself with no help, no insight, just live it, right? And it's sort of it's a good feeling when you feel like you're accomplishing things, but when the road get hard and you feel as though you're the only one doing stuff and you don't know how to get over different obstacles, it is always good to have people that have your back or like-minded individuals. And that's what I try to do. I try to bring you inside my personal life. I try to show you guys different problems that I come up with, different problems that just come out of nowhere, and I try and show you how I get over them, just to show you that you can do it too. Even though you should already know you can do anything you put your mind to, but I try and show you guys my struggles so you guys don't have to live with the things that I've done, and you can just go ahead and correct it before you do dumb stuff like me, like start a store and not have any insight on how to run a business, or just be a selfish person and treat your employees like crap when you're 18 years old, thinking that you're the boss, and you know, just learning different things and how to flip phones and not get scammed stuff like that. So thank you and welcome. If you're new, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you're returning, you already know I got your back like a bra strap. I appreciate you so much for your support. I think I tell people that all day, every day. I appreciate you for your support, and I think it comes off as disgenuine sometimes, because I feel as though that's just like somebody saying good morning, or see, I miss you, or whatever. Like, people say it out of habit, but me, when I say I appreciate your support, I don't say it out of habit. I don't have a job, I don't have anything that hinders me because of my support system. I don't have anything that I don't love doing, that I do daily. So I am so appreciative to all of you, and I just wanted to say that every video I'm gonna say that I appreciate your support. If you talked to me before, you already know that's what I say, no matter what. But nevertheless, let's get into this video. We are talking about a hot topic, something I actually was talking to somebody about on my one-on-one call. If you guys want to book a call, of course, you go to imhustlersmindset.com and you can book a call, one-on-one session with me. We do it via Zoom. You can hop on the camera. You don't have to hop on the camera. I'll be on camera, and I'm literally there, an open book, ready to answer any questions, talk about anything you want to talk about, whether it's how to start a business, how to reconstruct your selling app so that it sells more, how to list AirPods, whatever questions you have, I'm here. All you have to do is book a call. We don't have no extraordinary high prices. It's not about the price. I am somebody that you'll see, my services are extremely low because it's not about the money. I make money already running my own business. It's more so about you actually showing me you care about your business and you will invest in your business. But that is sort of kind of where we hop into the subject and where the title is in this video, which is I'm just going to expose it all. I'm going to expose exactly what I've learned throughout the past years of how scammers get these phones. Especially when you are a phone flipper, you need to know how these phones are being gotten, and you also need to know what can happen to you as somebody that's a phone flipper, getting phones from people that scam. What can happen to you? I will say this before anything, I miss you, my guy. What was his name? My guy Jay. I miss you so much. Because this was the guy that actually started me with phone flipping. His name was Jay, and where's Jay right now? prison. He's in prison in New Jersey. He's in prison. And why is he in prison? Phone flipping. Now, before you say, Brandon, no, oh my God. No, he wasn't doing the phone flipping you were doing. He was doing a different type of phone flipping, which I'm gonna break down to you, and I'm gonna tell you guys what to do to make sure that you just, you know, dot your I's and cross your T's and don't end up like Jack. Okay, I know a lot of people that have been in jail from doing different things when it comes to phones, and I try my best to stay away from that. And it happened to be a lot of people at my high school were scamming, doing phones and stuff, because you know, in high school you want to be the bull with the money and X, Y, and Z, so you know, you'll do whatever you can, and that's not the way to live, because it always catches up to you. Listen to me, all of the 18-year-olds that watch me, because I know it's 18-year-olds that watch me. I talk to you guys all the time, and I try to speak positivity. Listen, scamming is not the way to go, because scamming does get you fast money. I know people in Las Vegas, California, and Florida, that's all they do, and New York, that's all they do. I know people there, and all they do is scam. And they live nice lives, y'all. They living in a penthouse, driving Hellcats. They sitting there with the baddest girls, all of that, right? But one thing I tell you is they're miserable, because they have to always fear for their freedom, and that's where you don't want to be. And now what I see is a lot of these phone flippers that come on YouTube end up being scammers. They be the scammers trying to get out of the scammer lifestyle and thinking that people are stupid. Like, bro, there is no way you are buying phones legit. It's no way, because you don't even know how to check an IMEI. All you know is how to do a regular generic IMEI check, bro. There's no way. And it baffles me, because I'll be like really serious about this, and I see a lot of people that either they scammers or they hang with scammers, and then they put the phones that they just jugged out of a store on YouTube, talking about some guys, this is how you flip. Like, if you don't get your butt out of here. So number one, this is how people scam phone stores in order for you guys to be able to buy phones. Now, I'll say about 85 to 90% of the phones that you buy are going to be phones that are from scammers. If you're buying new phones, you don't really find people that are buying or getting new phones without scam. That's just the clear-cut truth, right? So if you have a brand new iPhone 14 Pro Max 128 sealed, scam most likely. It's 80 to 90% a scam, because how are they getting that phone? What they're doing is, a lot of you guys already heard one of the methods, which is you find somebody that is down bad. You know, a lot of scammers, they sit in cell phone store parking lots, and they wait to see the people that get disapproved, or get unapproved, and they can't get the phone they want, or they can't get X, Y, and Z, or they can't afford it. I won't even say don't get approved. They just can't afford it. They wait and see who does not have the money. They go to their card, they say, hey, excuse me, miss, or yo, bro, listen, what if I can hook you up with some bread? All you gotta do is break me off a phone on the account. And then they sit there, have the person go on the phone while they sit in their Hellcat, sit in their Mercedes, sit in their BMW, and have that person run their credit, get the phone. They actually pay for both phones, but that person thinks that just because this person paid a $125 down payment for their phone that they won. But no, bro, because this person is making $600 to $800 off of that. And that is one of the ways. Another way is people are doing order pickups. And I know this because they try to do it at my stores. So what they do is, when you have a company that lets you buy phones online and start up an account online, they put in somebody else's social and they make a fake ID, and then they come into the store with the fake ID and they get the phone. Now here's the thing, these are the phones you buy, and they end up getting blacklisted because eventually the customer realizes, hey, credit company, there's a phone open on my social. What the? Oh my God, like what? I didn't do this. And then they make that claim. Once they make that claim, then they do an investigation. Once they do that investigation, they blacklist the phone. They're like, oh, fraud alert, fraud alert. And guess what happens? If you're sitting on that phone and they doing fraud alert, guess who sits there and suffers? Not the person that scammed, because they already got their bread. You already paid them for it. You already paid them for it. You do because now that phone gets blacklisted. So that is another way. Another way is just literally people using CPNs, a credit privacy number. What they do is they go in with a CPN, which is a fake social assigned to them from a dead person, or from somebody that is deceased, and they go in, get an account, and they usually stay good for about a month or two. They don't pay the bill, so eventually it goes into fraud because cell phone companies are catching on. But see, here's the interesting thing about fraud is Apple needs fraud just as much as it hates it, because what Apple does is they feed off of everybody that has their phones when it comes to iPhone storage, or when it comes to people buying phones overseas. It gives them more clout because it's like, oh, more people have iPhones, even though they act like they hate it. But I will say, as of recently, I do think that Apple is trying to cut down on it, which I think is really, really cool, because they have came out with the eSIMs. And when they came out with the eSIMs, it makes it so harder for people that are scamming to go ahead and get phones. Because what they also do, the third and last method is SIM card swaps. I don't know if I'm on 3, but I think I'm on 3 or 4. You get what I'm saying? eSIMs stop this, but it is the SIM card swap method, and I'll never forget, somebody actually did this to one of my family members. My family member was in Hawaii. They had their device was with them, right? And then every device has a SIM card. The SIM card is what connects your phone to the cellular towers to your service. What they did was somebody actually made an ID of my family member and also had their number. He went into a store, said, I'm such and such, here's my ID. They scanned the ID, got into the account, person said, hey, I want to upgrade. They want to upgrade on my family member's phone. They sat there, did the upgrade on my family member's phone, guys, got their phone cut off wherever they were at. Wow, this scammer has now their number. So now they have their number, and bada boom, bada bang, they got a new phone. The person whose real account it is, the family member, their phone is turned off now. And guess what? They make a call immediately to their carrier. And when they make that call to the carrier ends up blacklisting the phone, putting out an investigation. And this is how Jay got arrested. Because what Jay was doing is he was buying stolen phones, not realizing that it would come back on him. He brought so many stolen phones that the cops ended up tracing the, I believe it was like the iCloud or the Find My iPhone thing, got to his crib, and they was like, wow, you're buying fake stolen phones and you're sitting here and you're basically a theft in our eyes. And he's like, no, I brought it for somebody, but they're like, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. So I say all of this, and you guys know I like to tell you the problem, but I also like to tell you the solution. I say all of this not to scare you from phone flipping, because phone flipping is very lucrative. It's something that's never ever going to die down, and to have this in your income repertoire is something that is going to always make sure that you can feed your family, but also create generational wealth. But what you want to do to avoid this is understanding that sitting on phones is a big no-no. We don't sit on phones. It's not about, hey, Brandon, I don't want to get scammed, or I don't want it to be blacklisted, or Brandon, all I'm gonna buy is used phones. If all you do is buy used phones, you're gonna always stay in the little league. You're never going to make big money, because the big money is in the new devices, right? Sealed devices that are in boxes. So don't ever be scared of this. What I'm telling you to do though is make sure that you got your ducks in a row. I hear people even in the community sitting on phones for a week. No, don't sit on your phone for a week. Sit on that phone for about 3 days, sell that phone. Now, okay, Brandon, what if that phone doesn't sell, or I have it on offer up, it doesn't sell to a buyer? Sell, because the buyers, they can easily unlock these devices, unblacklist these devices, sell them overseas to a whole different carrier. They can do all of that, but you don't have that. You don't have that luxury, so you have to make sure that you are securing yourself and making things work for you. So I need you to be smart. I wanted to put this information out, not to be a rat, not to be a snitch, not to be somebody that's infiltrating the scammers. I'm sorry, scammers. I know you guys are mad and probably after me. I don't want any problem, but I want you guys to know how important it is to make sure that you get your phone sold, that you also are talking to these people and figuring out, hey, how is this person getting the phone? Now, you're not gonna literally ask the person, hey buddy, how you getting the phone? Because that's weird. Don't ask them that. Don't. That's a big no-no. But what you can do is pick up context clues. Like, hey, you get phones off? Yeah, scammer. You get cell phones often? Yeah, scammer. Or, hey man, I'm gonna have the seller be like, yo, I'm gonna have like 5 more tomorrow, bro. I'll be like, damn, Skippy, bet. okay? And I take those 5 phones and I sell them to the buyer. You know what I mean? But it's okay. It's a part of the ecosystem, and I just want you guys to know how to avoid getting your devices blacklisted or getting money taken out is by not sitting on phones for months, not waiting and playing that game. Get your asset and flip that asset. That is the best route to go, man. So I hope you guys were informed with this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.